Hello and good day. This is Punchline and we are First News Nation. As usual, we discuss national politics here on Punchline. I am Sammy Ajufo, and it's always a privilege every time you choose to pick our channel to watch this show. More shows will be coming up, and I assure you that First News Nation has a lot to offer. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. You could take a step further at First News Nation, follow all these platforms, or you could just look for the notification bell on any of these platforms, and every time you have a new show, you will be notified. That's how it runs. Don't forget, I'm Sammy Ajufo. Let's go for a short break. We'll be right back to talk about student loans. Welcome back. It's still Punchline, and I'm still Sammy Ajufo. It's always a privilege to have you join us on First News Nation. The topic for today is one of the first bills that was signed by President Bola Tinubu. That name, you need to get used to it for a while, up until whether the Supreme Court or the Presidential Election Tribunal decides otherwise. But President Tinubu has signed the much not anticipated student loan bill. It was touted during his campaigns that he's going to provide student loans. These are the things we hear from foreign cultures in the United States and other countries, where students are given loans to pay for their education or to supplement whatever they have. Now, this is an idea President Bola Tinubu had touted during his campaigns, and now he has signed that bill into law. A lot of people were not so excited about it, myself included, because I wonder how you want to bring in something that has never been in existence in our over 20 years of democracy into Nigeria. But it's always the first time for everything. Now, this is what the bill is meant to do. It will help Nigerian students access loans at interest-free rates. Now, these are not loans for doing business or anything. These are loans for educational purposes alone. So you'll be able to pay for your education. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Mr. Adejo, had said the bill will stop the lack of funds associated with education in Nigeria. That's in their thinking. Many students are not going to school because they don't have money to go to school. That is the thinking of the Ministry of Education. States are required to also match the funds as they do for other projects in Nigeria. So while the federal government is going to put down some money, state governments are expected to match that money as well. Now, I don't know about this bill, but I'm sure more will be unfolded. Is the bill only for students who are applying to school in federal universities or state universities, or does it cover everything? So if the federal government, will the federal government be putting money down for people to apply to state universities or to federal universities? But it seems like it's federal, state, and polytechnics. But we're going to see more about this bill. The bill passed second reading on the 25th of May, 2023. Just a month ago, the bill passed second, not even up to a month. What am I saying? So the Senate and the House of Representatives were closing off on about to leave, and they hurriedly put this bill into passing second reading on the 25th of May, 2023. So 4 days later, we had the inauguration. After the inauguration, they closed off. So this is one of the final bills that were signed. And who sponsored this bill? No other than the immediate past Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, who was still Speaker. Listen to this. He was still Speaker and appointed as Chief of Staff. I mean, he couldn't wait. I would have thought that, wait until the Senate, the 9th Assembly has been dissolved, and then appoint him as Speaker. But he was holding two portfolios. Is this a sign of good things to come? I don't think so. But that's not the conversation for today. We're going to talk about that another time. Femi Gbajabiamila is the one who sponsored this bill. Students are going to pay back what they borrowed, nothing interest added, which is good. Now, the course of study must be in Nigeria. You can't take this loan and go abroad. Even if what you want to study is abroad, you can only use it in Nigeria. And a Nigerian Education Bank will be established to make sure this happens. This is another institution that will be created. We have the Industrial Bank, we have the Agricultural Bank. This one will be the Education Bank. Many questions on my mind, many questions on your mind. You could drop the comments in our comment section below. 500,000 naira will be the penalty if you default on this loan. And if you get this loan, it will be strictly for educational purposes. Now, when you get this loan, when you're paying back, it's either your employer will pay 10% of your salary back into this loan, or it is 10% of profit if you're doing business. How do you know if I get this loan, I don't run away from Nigeria, I don't japa, I don't just move off and I don't get? How do you track the Nigerians who get this loan? Many questions are abundant. One of the questions is, what bill will promote proper funding of education? Up until before we had the elections, we had lecturers going on strike for 9 months. But where is the money to pay for their salaries, their emoluments and everything? Nobody thought about that. We have a student loan being signed into law. Meanwhile, we have ASU threatening strike again if care is not taken. Where is the bill that will stop frequent strikes? Where is the bill that will fund proper infrastructure, that to upgrade our curriculum? Where is that bill? Does that bill trump any other thing, or does this bill look more important than those kind of bills? Where is the bill that will help students to go to class and have no need to buy handouts? Where is the bill that will make sure that our hostels are looking good? Can't we just expand on the Education Trust Fund? Can't we just expand on it? Why do you want to make a Nigerian Education Bank? What does it do? We have the ETF, you have at federal and state levels, you have the education boards. What are these boards going to do? Why are we creating something else? Is the student loan something all the students were happy about? No. It's not something students were happy about. It was not something students expected. And 90% of the students really didn't vote for APC, if you want to check it out. So what does it help the average Nigerian student do? When I get into school and I pick a course of study and they give me something else, I will be taking a loan to continue the thing I don't want to study in school. What happens when I take this loan and half of the time I'm undergoing strikes, I'm sitting at home? We need to ask ourselves those questions. So what happens to all the students who leave school, who have left school so far, and who will leave school and don't have jobs? How do you get the money back? There are many questions about the student loan. It's a beautiful idea. Is it timely? I don't know. Will the states pay for it? States that have not yet subscribed to the national minimum wage, the old one, not this new one that is being proposed. Will the states match it? Or is this just a propaganda thing? And many questions, and I know you have those questions as well. Drop them in the comment section below about this student loan that is now made into law. Who will benefit? How is it going to be disbursed? How will it be tracked? How will the money be taken back? Are they going to engage the services of loan companies, loan sharks? Will PAMPay be calling you and saying you should pay back the loan? The questions I have and questions you have as well. That's it. We're going to see you again on the next episode of Punchline on First News Nation. Don't forget, we always urge you to like and subscribe to all our social media handles: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Enable notifications so every time we have a new show, you will know. I am Sammy Ajufo. As usual, we ask you to stay safe, take care, and God bless.